Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today you join me from the driver's seat of my brand new purchase. This is my super high mileage Volvo S80 D5, and when I say super high mileage, I mean 721,032 miles. To put this 721,000 mile figure into perspective, John, my new Volvo S80 has driven the equivalent of 29 times around the world, which is also the same figure as driving to the moon, then back to Earth, and then back to the moon again. For even more context, the S80's current mileage also represents the distance travelled by 7 humans over an entire lifetime. That's a lot of walking. I paid £400 for this car. He is called John, and I absolutely adore this car. And boy, isn't it luxurious, wonderful, and great to drive. However, John doesn't currently have an MOT. So if it's all right with you, we'll go back to the unit and do a walk around, okay? Cheers. But before we do that, here's a brief overview of this car's amazing life. Incredibly, the 2.5-litre 5-cylinder diesel Volvo covered over half of its driving distance in its first 3 years, carrying VIPs around in luxury. And when I say that this Volvo is one of the best maintained cars in the country, I'm not exaggerating. In fact, with mega mileage being clocked on a daily basis, this very car went in for its 10,000 mile annual service every 6 weeks. For that reason, you can bet that there are a lot of invoices that have been collected over the years. And when I say a lot of invoices, I mean a lot of invoices. In fact, all of these invoices total around £36,000, so this car, John, has been very looked after indeed. However, John, like I mentioned, is not MOT. There are a few things wrong with John, so we're gonna call on Taylor to come and... Hello, Taylor.
Hello. And
you actually used to be, which I learned today, an MOT tester.
I did, yeah. I was an MOT tester for about 2 years.
Until you got struck off for gross misconduct.
No, I lost my MOT licence because I didn't do an MOT for a certain period of time because I moved on to a classic car specialist and we didn't do MOTs. I didn't do anything dodgy. Anyway, here we are back at Taylor's unit. So we're going to put John on the ramp and then we're going to give John, you know, a faux MOT to find out what John needs. Also, we're going to have a look at the rust, going to have a look at underneath because there is some sort of play in the suspension. And then we'll just generally get a good health check and then find out how much money I need to spend on John to get him back up to road legal standards, because we want John to be OEM, right? Tip top. Tip top, original. Yeah. And then we've got a very cunning plan that we'll probably reveal to you later in the year. Right. Shall we back John up? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh shit, these were all in order. Whoa, go forward. You nearly hit the cabinets. Wait, have you seen this? No. Fuck. Yeah. This is mint. This is really mint, isn't it? Oh, also, Gentile, the previous owner of this, Gentile's Garage on YouTube. Yeah. He has documented everything that he's done to this car. Oh. One episode was detailing the engine bay, which is why the engine bay looks mint. Question? Yes. Actually, I don't think it needs to be a question. This is a Volkswagen engine, isn't it? Yes, it is, yeah. Oh. Yeah. I thought this was a later Volvo engine, but it's not looking at it, is it? No, it's not. Which is why it's going forever. This is on its second engine. The first engine nuked itself because I think a rock came through a grill and then just smashed up loads of bits and bobs and then nuked the engine. So Volvo, or the previous owner, paid Volvo, I think, 5 grand to change the engine. Wow. So this is the second engine. This engine is on 380,000 miles. I've just found your oil leak. Oh yeah. Would you like to see it? Yeah. Rocker cover gasket. Wow. Oh yeah. Oh wow. There's actually, it's really, that's, as known in the trade, gushing. All the tyres are new because previous owner, Gentile, put new tyres on. He also did loads of work. New cam belt, the rear brakes need doing. But well, the handbrake's a bit rubbish. Yeah. Well, 400 quid for a car with that much history. Was this only 400 quid? 400 quid, yeah. He sold it to me as a scrap. Really? Yeah, because it still needs, it still needs welding and stuff. That costs quite a lot, doesn't it? But duct tape. Yeah. That's actually true. Yeah? If you have a car, like with this rot here, if you cover it with duct tape, they're not allowed to take duct tape off. They're not allowed to remove anything on an MOT, but they are allowed to poke it and give it a little tap. So it needs a lot of duct tape.
Well, if you put a bit of silicone in it and then a bit of duct tape.
We're not going to do that, obviously, and don't do that either. But legally, they're not allowed to take anything off.
They're not. If you
like MOT loopholes, this video.
Well, it is,
yeah, it is an MOT loophole. If you had a massive hole in your floor pan and you just got a bit of aluminium or something and riveted over it, you couldn't fail it because you're not allowed to remove it.
So just to remind everyone, this is the first time that we've seen this car. This has got 721,000 miles on the clock.
Which is a lot, as it turns out.
Which is an awful lot, and there are no holes that I can see straight away.
All right, well, don't get ahead of yourself. You might.
We might get lucky.
We haven't looked yet.
I mean, it's not a Range Rover, is it? So
there's quite an oil leak here.
Yeah.
Ooh. See what it's done to all the rubber hoses?
Yes.
See how they've all expanded and become really soft?
Yeah.
All the oils, it's been absorbed by the rubber hoses, so you'll find that they will split in a very short period of time.
Excellent.
So it needs coolant hoses and turbo hoses and the oil leak sorting out.
Yeah.
Because that is quite bad. It looks like it's been leaking for a very long time because there's a lot of dirt stuck to the oil.
But in terms of an MOT, that's just an advisory, right? Oil leak. Oil leak, but not excessive.
It can be a failure. But again, if it were to fail, you could take this away, clean it down, and if it wasn't dripping on the MOT ramp, then it would probably pass.
Or loads of duct tape just around there.
Yeah.
You can also do that with shock absorbers as well, can't you?
You can clean them down, yeah.
Clean it down. I haven't done that.
Right.
Why are you nodding? Rory, why are you nodding? Why are you winking at me? Why are you winking at me? Rory, why are you winking? Oh, why are you telling me not to say anything?
Okay.
Sorry.
So it's got brand new engine mounts on it by the looks of it.
Yep, so they were done by Gentile as well.
Yeah, and it looks like it's got new drive shafts. Or at least one this side. This drive shaft looks quite new. Tyres look, as you say, brand new.
They're great. They're really good.
Oh, looks quite nice, suspension-wise. There's a little bit of surface rust on the anti-roll bar, but the subframe's not rusty or anything like that. There doesn't seem to be any gearbox leaks. The gearbox looks really dry, actually.
Yeah.
No power steering leaks or anything, so yeah, I think it's just the oil leak at the front. It looks as well like the actual metal brake pipes have been replaced at some point.
Oh, do they look coppery?
Yeah, it also looks like it might have had a new crank pulley and auxiliary belt tensioner.
Yes, I think that's another thing that Gentile did. He spent a lot of money on this.
I can tell.
Yeah.
The subframe bush there does look a bit perished.
Yeah.
Just there. That does look a bit manky. Mind you, this side doesn't look as bad. Also, it looks like this oil leak might be getting onto the auxiliary belt as well. We might want to take the side skirts off at some point and inspect the sills.
Yeah. Oh, it starts to go a little bit brown and manky here, doesn't it?
There's a little bit of corrosion there. Again, no, it doesn't really look that bad.
It all looks like it's been really, really well cared for. And remember, in the first 3 years of this car's life, it had done 400,000 miles. We've got an original Volvo exhaust as well.
Oh, yeah. Has this been replaced, do you know?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Okay.
But it's nice to see that everything is original, right?
Yeah, and it's actually in really good condition.
I really like how this has all been put together. Everything is tidy and just looks like it's been really well thought out.
Yeah.
It looks like a solid car, which it is, because this was Volvo's luxury car of the day, wasn't it? The S80 was the big saloon car, which used to usher, you know, celebs and VIPs from point A to point B. But you know, we'll get it tightened up, and then Gentile will show you John again. And the reason, I haven't mentioned this, the reason why the Volvo is called John is because Gentile's brother-in-law used to watch Car Throttle and he very sadly died a few years ago. So in memory of John, Volvo is called John.
That's nice, I like that.
Gentile was really happy about that, so
That's nice.
We're going to look after John for you.
I've just noticed something.
What?
I'm just sort of looking in this area and I can see my unit wall through that structure of the car out there.
Can you see my fingers?
We can see your fingers.
That's not good, is it?
No.
That's the inner seal in there.
So we do have a little bit of rust.
A bit? I don't think we should be able to see through there.
And can I remind you, again, 721,000 miles.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that from here, genuinely.
No. Like, underneath, what would you estimate this in miles?
170,000 miles, 160, something like that. The main thing is when you've got a high mileage car, keep it clean. If you drive it a lot, keep it clean. Always clean the arches out. Clean, you know, all sort of around the sills and the lip in the arches and things like that, and you'll keep the rust away a lot of the time.
Sorry?
Do you do that?
What? Yeah.
On an MOT, you usually get a little MOT hammer.
Oh, bloody hell. Is that an actual MOT hammer?
No, this isn't an MOT hammer. It's usually a little bit smaller than this. And you're allowed to just give it a little tap.
Do you want to give the little rust patches a little tap, see if they're solid? Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Pass me the hammer.
Oh yeah. Do you want the hammer?
Oh yeah, please, thanks.
There you go. Mate.
Cheers, I'll do it from the outside.
Oh, right, yeah, lovely.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Did you want a hammer back there?
Yeah, I have the hammer.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, cheers.
There you go.
Oh, look at that.
That's good, that's
hardly
tight.
any movement in that. All the subframe bushes look fairly newish.
Can you pass me the lever bar again, please?
Hang on, let me just...
cheers.
Do you want the lever bar?
Yeah, cheers, thanks.
Check for playing that.
Thanks, so just check.
I don't think that's gonna
No, you just need to push it through, Taylor. You just need to...
Oh, good lord. Oh, there's a little bit of play in that wishbone bush there.
Oh, yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
See the
quite a
wheel
lot of
move?
play. Yeah.
I think that might be where the oil leak is getting onto that bush as well, though, because it does look a bit pudding-y.
Yeah.
Alex, if you open that door, does that rush look worse?
Nope, it's fine.
No, open that door, go on.
Crying out loud. Yeah, it's quite bad.
Oh, that is bad.
Oh, sorry, Taylor. We're Rory's making a mess.
I've just swept up.
Wait, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad.
We're going to have to expand and foam this, aren't we?
Oh God.
Oh, that's big. That is big. Mind out, you might get tetanus. Have you had your tetanus jabs?
Not recently. Not within the last 40 years.
I think that's been repaired before. I think there's a little bit of filler there. Yeah, there is.
They didn't do a very good job of it, did they?
Well, no, they put filler on it.
That's what we're going to do, isn't it?
No.
No, we're not actually going to do that.
The front springs are a bit rusty, but they're not broken.
Yeah.
And the bump stops are really worn as well. Look at that bump stop.
Yeah, no one cares about bump stops.
That bump stop's supposed to probably be about that tall.
Yeah. So the plan for John then is to get the bodywork tied up, to get the rust sorted, the bushes, the hoses, the oil leak needs to be sorted as well, and then MOT'd, and then road legal, and then we're going to take John on probably a mighty big adventure that we'll reveal to you probably when we have time to organise it, right? Because this is going to be a big thing that you guys definitely want to be involved with. Oh, yes, and you're invited as well. Not yet, you will be invited, but only if you have a car with a certain amount of miles. So
Am I invited?
I don't think any of your cars are high mileage enough, so you will actually have to buy a car with enough miles. We will reveal all at another time, but you know, like you've got the gumballs and all that kind of stuff where you've got to have supercars. We're going to do something similar where all the cars have to be really high mileage, because then we'll have loads of breakdowns. So yeah, make sure that you keep an eye out, subscribe to the channel, and we will reveal all, because what we have planned is going to be, we're really excited. It's going to be epic. There's a lot of planning to go into it, but yeah.
All shall be revealed.
From us for now. Is there any more to say, Rory?
No, I think this will just be another car in the works.
There we go. And then there will be 2 more cars coming to the fleet very soon. But for now, we're going to concentrate on tarting these things up. I hope you've enjoyed watching this episode and getting to know John, and you know, getting to know the latest member of the not so shitbox fleet, right?
But this isn't the latest car in your fleet, is it?
No, John is not the latest car in the fleet, because I have 2 more members that I will reveal to you very soon. That still smells of rust. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please make sure you subscribe and share the love, because the channel's doing very well. We hit 400,000 subscribers recently, which is really awesome. So keep on watching and keep on being awesome. Thank you very much, and we'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Bye.
I haven't done transition for a while. Transition!